Welcome back to the Fightfit Challenge, where we watch the brave members of the Fightfit gym undertake the journey of a professional fight. All the contestants train together over 8 weeks and are then matched up evenly by head trainer Paul Fifield and Fightfit owner Bashka Sinha, so the fight is even and so each person does not get hurt. On our last episode, we watched a fantastic clash between the General, Jenna Cosgrove, and Joe, the Birmingham brawler Pitt. Jenna kept marching forward and used that long jab, but Joe weaved her way out of trouble and countered well. After a unanimous points decision, Joanna came out on top. Today we are showcasing our first middleweight fight with the anaesthetist Dr. Michael Boquest challenging the diesel mechanic Neil Standish. On a previous challenge, Michael and Neil fought each other and ended up having a draw, so Bash and Paul thought it only fitting to have a rematch.
We have this middleweight clash. The obvious choice then is to put Michael with
Neil Standish.
Yeah, that's right. They came a draw last time. Won at rematch. They're at the same weight, pretty much to the kilo.
Yep.
In the last 2 seconds of that fight, the doctor, Michael, got dropped with a big left hand from the southpaw.
That's the only thing that saved Neil from losing, I think. That's the reason that he got the draw.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm sure Michael would like that rematch.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely he would.
And Neil, being from Liverpool, doesn't mind a scrap. He loves it.
Dr. Michael Boquest is an anaesthetist whose hours can be long and demanding. Consequently, he has made a few lifestyle choices that has resulted in a bit of weight gain. So Adro Sarnelli, winner of the 2006 Biggest Loser and founder of the New Me Rising, decided to pop by and give him a hand to help him achieve his ideal fighting weight.
Oh, Adro, how are you? Nice to see you.
Michael,
Thanks
how
for
are
coming.
Pleasure, thank you. Michael, I'm here to pretty much talk to you today about some of your weight goals through the Fightfit Challenge and how we can achieve those. So Michael, with your weight loss, I think that we should probably start with what sort of fight weight you're looking at achieving and how far that is from where you are. So what kind of weight were you looking at dropping?
My last fight weight was 76 kilos, or about there, and I've crept up to about 82 kilos.
So what I would recommend that we do is probably have a look at the options that I have, which is probably following more of a low carb, high protein style diet method. First of all is the importance of the foods that you actually can and cannot eat. Lots of meat, lots of chicken, fish, and low carb vegetables, so lots of greens, no starches and very low carb style vegetables and salads. Really, once you make your decision to change, then it shouldn't be too hard to stick to it because you'll always be focusing on your goals. After the first couple of days, your body will switch over to a ketone state where you're using fat as your energy source, and as long as you've got fat to burn, your body won't be in starving.
I've got plenty of that.
Yeah, and so as long as you do have that, then your body will never be starving for energy. So it's a great principle. I've used it for years and years and years on thousands of people, and it works really, really well. And I've found it to be the most efficient and effective method of weight loss.
The only thing that I am concerned about the ability for me to maintain my energy and muscle mass.
I mean, the way that we've got to look at this, regardless of making weight, is to do it the most healthy way possible, and you maintaining muscle mass is the absolute most healthiest way of us achieving that. So 2 things we absolutely do not want to do to get you to make that weight for the fight night is drop muscle mass or dehydrate.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to make sure that you maintain muscle mass by continuing to eat enough protein and that you're never dehydrated, so therefore you're not actually stripping water weight.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's an easily manageable lifestyle.
Fantastic.
So that should be great.
Neil Standish moved to Australia 2 years ago and decided that he would say yes to any and all opportunities. When the Fightfit Challenge was offered to him, he did not realise how much he would learn about himself along the way.
I'm from a place called Liverpool, which is a city in the UK, in the north of the UK, in England. Grew up there most of my life, and then sort of at the age of 32 decided to move over to Australia to try something a little bit different, a little bit of a different climate and meet some new people and try a different lifestyle. So for work here, I work for a company called Hitachi Construction Machinery, which is earth moving equipment. I'm a diesel mechanic by trade, so I repair and service excavators, loaders. I like fixing things. I think that's the crux of it, really. It's good to have something that comes into your workshop that's broken and it goes out in a good working state. I like pulling things apart and seeing how they work and seeing if I can put them back together in the right way. Not always, but most of the time I get it right. My true love really is me football, not soccer. Yeah, Everton have been there right through my life. When you grow up in Liverpool, that's just what you do. You play football from the age of as soon as you can walk, pretty much, and then right until you can't walk anymore. I'm now involved with a couple of teams, with a team over in Frankston, doing some coaching over there. It's my biggest passion. I just love it. I just love anything to do with soccer. The coaching side of it is a different sort of buzz. Just being able to teach a kid who's never kicked a ball a certain way before and just get him to practice, and then you see him put that ball in the top corner of a goal. I sort of saw Lauren fight a couple of times, and then I was talking to her about I wanted to get a bit fitter for me soccer, and she's just like, well, why don't you come down to the gym and do this challenge that we do? It's like 8 weeks training, and then you have a fight at the end of it. So I thought, why not? I'll give it a try and see what happens. And I just loved it. As soon as we got in there, it's different because I play team sports a lot. So to just have that one-on-one sort of you v them and trying to pick use your technique to try and score points is something that's very new to me because I'm used to relying on other players to help me be successful. So it was a good challenge, more mentally than anything, to be able to just be in there on your own and have to rely on yourself and nobody else to get you through and get done what you need to get done, really. I've seen boxing matches before, but I've never been involved. I've never done any training, any of the fitness side of it before, or even sort of thrown a punch in anger, really, and probably my last fight I was about 6 years old in school or something.
Stay with us to see how the Doc and Neil are impacted by this intense training experience. Training together and going through this journey builds great friendships and camaraderie amongst the group. Everyone pushes each other and helps each other be the best they can be over the 8 weeks. The Doc is one of Fightfit's favourites. His positive, not afraid of anything attitude lifts everyone around him.
I enjoy pretty much everything, to be honest. It's very intense training. I always come along with a bit of trepidation, knowing it's going to hurt. Knowing that you're going to feel pretty lousy during it. But of course at the end of it you get a big endorphin rush, and I enjoy the sparring as well. It's a good opportunity for you to put a few things together and in a very sort of dynamic situation.
His sparring has been good. I mean, throughout the whole challenge, if his name gets mentioned, I mean, Michael he comes to fight. In my opinion, out of all the fighters that are fighting on this show, when you watch Michael fight, he's one of the most exciting fighters.
Doc, calm down.
Because he'll just come to fight. He's not scared. You see him sparring with guys twice his size, and he doesn't take a step back, he comes forward.
Yeah, that was good. That was nice and tidy. That little drop down right to the body was beautiful. You've got to start trying to left hook after it though.
Because of my height, I need to be an inside fighter. I need to get close. A lot of the guys, they can, they've got a lot of reach on me. I have to actually move in and take it up to them.
See what's happening there? He's going bang, 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 nice and long, and you counter, and he's just getting it. He's getting away. You've got to counter a little bit earlier.
What we've really focused on is keeping his left hand high, because the guy, his opponent, is a southpaw. Heaps of bag work with just good technique, so his elbows tend to come out quite a lot, so he's really keeping his elbows in.
In terms of the mental toughness that is required for the training, any discipline will improve you generally, and that you then carry through to your everyday life. That's one of the things I like about this particular place. It really is very inclusive. It's the people that come here are very focused and very athletic and very fit, which is good. And so, but they're also very friendly. They're interested in each other. They become quite good friends, and particularly during the challenge, because we're all going through the same thing, working towards a goal that does actually require, it requires a bit to get in the ring, and so we can relate to each other. The camaraderie is fantastic. The focus isn't on aggression and fighting. The focus is on the sweet science. We go hard, and afterwards you have a beer. You become almost brothers, because of what you've shared and what you've been through together.
No matter what I tell him, he's going to go in there and he's going to brawl, he's going to bring the fight to him. But I think this time he's just going to be a little bit more cautious, that's all, compared to the first time.
Okay, relax, touch gloves, touch gloves.
Because I just think that he's stronger, he's more aggressive, his work rate's higher, he's fitter. So I think he's just going to outwork Neil.
To step in the ring and complete this challenge takes discipline, determination and courage. To be successful in life, you need to apply these same principles, something that Neil has really taken on board.
It's been tough. It's a long time to prepare yourself for one occasion. I've struggled through bits of it, and other bits I've sort of felt good as I've been doing it. But yeah, the experience has been brilliant. I've really enjoyed doing it. The hardest part of training for me has probably been the mental side of it, really, trying to push yourself through the classes when they become tougher and tougher every sort of session. You're constantly sort of fighting with yourself. Your brain's telling you to give up, and your body's not quite ready to yet, so you just got to try and get that last little bit out.
He's punching away at you like this. His distance is perfect. He's gone back a quarter step and he's punching away, and you're just copping it here. It's too hard. You just go, you lean on him.
The biggest thing when you're sparring is trying to keep control of your emotions. It helps a lot if you try and stay calm, as opposed to panicking when people start throwing punches your way. I found it really difficult at the start to switch between the two and just take a breath and back off and not just panic when you were getting attacked.
You throw nice combinations, then you get tagged at the end. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's never his turn. It's bang, 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 bang. I'm having the rest, not your turn yet. I've done it all here.
Yeah, the times when I've struggled in sparring is when I've had probably a lack of self-belief, where you're just questioning whether you're doing it correctly or are you taking too many shots, and you don't actually see yourself from the outside, so you have trouble believing that you're doing well sometimes when you'll come out of the ring and they'll say, oh, you sparred really well today, but you sometimes feel, oh well, I caught quite a few shots to the face today, I don't think I really sparred that well, but they see the shots that miss because you weave or you slip shots. So you've just got to sort of keep reminding yourself that you're progressing all the way through, and you are doing better than you were on day one. So many emotions going through the training. Just some weeks you feel like you're the best boxer in the world, some weeks you feel like you're the worst. It's very much up and down, and you sort of have moments of like, why am I doing this? But then at the same time, the next training session you can be buzzing and hitting the bag and the pads really well. A strange experience, really. I'd sort of say it's not something that I've ever sort of done before. The biggest learning experience from the challenges is probably that I can push myself a little bit harder than I thought I could. It does make you mentally tougher, I think. You can do things that you would never have thought you could possibly do before. I know Paul always says that even when you think you've got nothing left, there's always something left in the tank. And it's just a good attitude to try and have, not only in your boxing, but in your life.
As soon as you're hitting me laugh, you enjoy it.
I'm a bit stupid, so it doesn't really bother me when I get punched in the face, to be honest with you. Sometimes I have a little laugh to myself, actually. Weaknesses is probably getting my hand back to protect my head quick enough, because I like to sort of admire my punches when I've thrown them a little bit, and it just leaves me chin open to get somebody else to punch me back.
They'll both really go for it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michael
doesn't take a step back.
No, let's see if he's learned to keep his chin down. His ninja is punching fast.
Yes, he's watching him in sparring. He throws off those punches and then just steps off really, really nicely. So with Michael coming forward constantly, if Ninja fights like that, he'll be in a very, very good position this time.
Stay with us to see who is going to come out on top of this exciting rematch.
And welcome to the Melbourne Pavilion. It is fight night and the anticipation has built to fever pitch. The rematch, Michael Boquest against Neil Standish. They fought a draw last time. Let's hear the final thoughts from both fighters.
Well, I'm feeling apprehensive and at this point in time wondering, why I'm doing this.
So just move as much as possible is my game plan for tonight, I think. Make sure that I land the shots I want to land and get out of the way of any shots that he's trying to throw and land on me. I think that's my biggest key, is to keep the movements. Don't keep my head in one place so I can get it, and try and get it out the way and come in and do the damage I want to do.
What a big fight this is going to be. If it's half as good as last time, the crowd is in for plenty of entertainment. Bruce Eva with you ringside, and I'm joined by the master trainer, Paul Fifield. Paul, this should be a beauty.
Should be a beauty, mate. I'm really looking forward to this. Last time, Michael Boquest got dropped just in the last couple of seconds of the fight, and he doesn't want that to happen again. I can't wait for this, mate. You watch him come out firing.
So Neil Standish in the orange trunks, the Ninja Ginger, and of course the Doc, Michael Boquest, the 50-year-old who was dropped late in their first bout. And they're into the action. 3 2-minute rounds with Standish making the early running.
Yeah, well, the Ginger Ninja, he's a southpaw, and that's what he caught Doc with last time, a big left hand. He throws those big looping left hands like that one there, and that's what he's going to try and do today. So the Doc, I know, has been working on keeping that right hand up on his chin. Oh, he just got caught again. See, that's the one that put him down last time there, Bruce.
Glancing blow off the forehead. Quick hands from Neil Standish as well. Very fast hands from the redhead, the 34-year-old from Liverpool.
Yeah, he lets him fly, mate. He lets him fly, all right. But when the doctors lets him go too, mate, he throws some big ones, and they're both a bit unorthodox. They come from everywhere. See that left hand again from the Ninja, trying to land on that right side of the doctor's face.
Height and reach advantage with the younger man.
Oh, and he's also got 16 years to his advantage too, hasn't he, mate?
He sure has, as Michael Boquest in the black trunks, anaesthetist by trade, so he puts people to sleep during the week, and he's hoping to put Neil Standish to sleep tonight.
Well, that's the big is he going to get dropped again by Neil Standish in this fight? He just got caught again, you see. Even though he's got that right hand up, every time he goes to punch, Neil Standish is sneaking that little left hand through.
Probably shouldn't be moving to his right, Michael Boquest, walking straight into that left of Neil Standish.
Well, that's one of the golden rules, Bruce. When you're fighting a southpaw, you move to your left, away from their left hand. But, these guys are pretty novices, so, he hasn't picked that up yet. His cornerman, Mark Mullen, will have a chat to him about that shortly.
And scoring again with that left is Neil Standish. Jim Boland, third man in centre ring, veteran referee. Oh, and a low blow to finish the round. Jim Boland jumps between both fighters quickly, and Michael Boquest really felt that at the end of the round, Paul.
Well, he certainly did. That was an action-packed first round. Let's have a look at this bit of slow motion. We'll see both of them keep their chins in the air and both of them swing those back hands, both of them landing. And there's that punch again that put the doctor down in the first time they fought. So he's got to keep that right hand on his head. And he cops it again. He may be in trouble there. He may be in trouble and get caught and put down again. Let's hope he doesn't.
Well, all action first round. They touch gloves for the start of the second. Michael Boquest in the black trunks, Neil Standish in the orange, and you'd probably think that Neil shaded that first round with the cleaner blows and certainly caught Michael a couple of times glancing blows to the forehead, and he gets him with the right hand as well, wings that punch in, but another scoring blow.
Did you notice at the beginning of that round, Michael, the doctor, was actually moving to his left because he's obviously been told by Mark Mullins to move to his left. So let's see if he can continue to do that and avoids that left hand of the Ninjas.
Capacity crowd in at the Melbourne Pavilion, and they're enjoying the action tonight in the Fightfit Challenge.
Yeah, Michael Boquest trying a different punch, then he's trying a big throw, that right hand uppercut, which is very good to throw against the southpaw as well, because they can walk straight into those right uppercuts. Let's see if he continues to throw that. He's been told a few things by Mark Mullen, I'd say.
Pace has slowed marginally in this second round, not as much leather being thrown, although they come together in centre ring. Both fighters a little short in their punches on that occasion.
The doctor loves this. He loves this sort of thing. Everyone in training, he just looks at me all the time and says, "Oh, I love this. I love this." There'll be blood coming out of his nose, and he just turns to me, "Oh, I love it, Paul. I love it."
Well, he certainly seems to be enjoying himself in there.
Oh, he loves training at Fightfit, mate, and so does the Ninja. Yeah, they're both very keen members down at Fightfit. But, you know, they get on really well, these two, but they try and knock each other out the whole time. It's very funny to watch them spar.
Great camaraderie between the two as Jim Boland has to separate him. He hasn't had to do much work, the veteran referee. It's been a clean fight so far, midway through the second round.
Yeah, I'm waiting for something to happen, mate. They're going to pick it up very soon. There they go. The Ninja has a big flurry there. Didn't land, was on the hand. He had his hands up there, the Doctor.
Much better defence from Michael on that occasion. Oh, when he throws the big right hook.
Doctor's landing a couple of his own there, mate. Oh, he just walked into that big left hand of the Ninjas.
And that's the end of the second round. All action at the end of it as well, with both fighters landing big blows.
Oh, there's a right hand from the Doctor. He has been landing. There's another right hand from the Doctor. So he sneaks that little right hand. And again, he had the Ninja in a little bit of trouble there. But then he gets caught himself. You know, he leaves himself open. He gets excited, the Doctor. Always gets himself too excited.
They saved their best to last in the closing 10 or 15 seconds of that second round. Final round coming up. 2 minutes to go. And a very even fight. Michael Boquest, the 50-year-old in the black trunks. Neil Standish, the 34-year-old in the orange trunks. And they're letting their hands go at the start of this third round. A nice, sharp, straight left there from Michael got through.
It's a good little beginning of the last round, mate. They have to put it all in here because no one is way ahead on the scorecards here.
They fought a draw last time, and it shapes as a very close fight again.
Yeah, the Ninja is still trying to land that left hand. The Doctor's still trying to keep that right hand on his shin so he doesn't get dropped again.
No real scoring punches there, both wailing away, but nothing really clean.
No, I agree, Bruce. Nothing really clean. I think this one's going to go to the scorecards. I don't think there's going to be a knockout on this fight.
Again, just Neil coming up slightly short with that big right hand. Tries it again. Better defence from Michael, though. He's got not quite the peekaboo style defence, but certainly protecting both sides of his jaw now. He doesn't want to be tagged late. Although, he does wear a big left hook.
Oh, big combination from the Ninja. Most of them on the gloves, though, from the Doctor. The Doctor's starting to breathe a bit heavy by the look of that. He keeps throwing that right hand, the Doctor. He wants to land that right hand. There he tries again, and his head comes up. See the way his head comes up, Bruce is in trouble when he does that.
Closing seconds coming up. One big punch could sway it either way.
Let's hope the Doctor doesn't get knocked out again for this last few seconds. The crowd's loving this fight, Bruce. Look at them.
Jim Boland keeping a close eye on both fighters. Neil tries to get through again with that big left.
The Doctor's starting to feel it, mate. Maybe his age is starting to tell it. Oh, he just got stumbled a little bit. Just got wobbled a little bit. Oh, he's coming back strong with his own right hand. Put that chin down, Doc. Put that chin down.
Just slightly better work rate by Neil in the closing seconds, and we will go to the scorecards. Big embrace between the two fighters. Great respect shown from both of them, and that was a fantastic 6 minutes of boxing.
That was great, Bruce. Great camaraderie between the two.
Anthony Hibbs had 29, Standish 28, Boquest. Peter Flaherty couldn't separate the two warriors. He had it 29-29. Final card from the Hebrew hustler, Henry Nissen, former Commonwealth champion. He had it 30-29. Majority points winner in this return match, red corner.
It was just fun. We had a ball in there.
Best thing ever, just to get the win after drawing last time, just a huge relief at the end. Really close fight. I honestly thought Michael had it. I was already waiting for to get his hand raised, and when the ref put mine up, I just felt so elated. It was the best feeling ever. Brilliant.
What a rematch. Neil's quick hands were no match for the Doc, but nonetheless, both boys loved every minute of the fight. You won't want to miss our next episode of the Fight Fit Challenge, where we have the sales rep taking on the personal trainer. They may be lightweights, but they punch hard. If you would like to compete in the Fight Fit Challenge or just get fit and have fun, call 1300 Fight Fit or go to fightfit.com.au. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Fight Fit Challenge.